I didn't know how to describe it, but now I do. BBLs look like club outfits that you can't take off.
Why do you have a BBL and you work at T-Mobile?
I just feel like a BBL at 8 a.m., that's just too early.
BBLs don't really look good in a natural setting. Like, they don't really match the energy of the world.
It's such a life-altering experience when you see a BBL casually in like Target. Like, oh, mamas, what are you doing here?
There's a growing conversation online about something people are starting to notice in the light of day.
Seeing a BBL in public feel like seeing a Cybertruck on the road. Cause like that ain't normal to see. Especially
now, this is a conversation that I've been wanting to have for a long time. And it's mainly because, okay, I am one of those women who's naturally on the thicker side, okay? And you know, you have a difference. It's like a thin line between thick and fat. I didn't cross that line, okay? Maybe a little bit once I have my kids, but that's another story. Maybe I'll be able to put pictures up. But this is my body look right now, praise God. But see, the thing is, I think that for so long, I remember all throughout my youth and all throughout my childhood, I was completely shamed, like, by my family. All of the women in my family used to call me fast, and I was not even having sex. But I want to say maybe like 7th, 8th, like 7th, 8th grade, I woke up with ass, and it was nothing I could do about it, right? Even when I was like younger and I was in dance class and stuff, I had the same leotard as all of the other little girls, but my mama ended up having to cuss my dance instructor out because she was like, oh, her leotard, like, it don't look right, like her butt's too big, and I was a kid. So being thick has always been something bad for me. It's like, to this day, I still walk around. Sometimes, like, if my husband's not with me, I'll tie like a shirt around my waist because, like, I'm that, I don't know what word to use, emotionally damaged by the way the outside world made me feel about my body. So when BBLs was made popular, it's always been a thing that really, really bothered me. I'm just being real. Right. So as you watching this video, if you like, see, you being a little critical, this conversation is personal to me. OK, so don't be nice. OK, I'm just saying this is like personal. I might be triggered.
During the day, like, it should be like a nighttime thing only, right?
And we've discussed time and place multiple times. Time and place for specific outfits, time and place for certain behaviors. But I never thought we'd come to a day where time and place would apply to a body.
BBL should never see broad daylight. I just couldn't have a BBL because what do you mean I could no longer be a teacher? I can't work at a grocery store. They said that got BBLs, they can't live in Colorado because what the is a BBL doing in Colorado?
And this is very new to me because the human body has never really been something that needed a proper setting. But now it seems that expectation is standard.
Why do y'all get a BBL to live in Nashville? You don't need it here.
Today, spotting a BBL in person is like seeing a shooting star. You know it exists, but when it actually shows up, it still kind of throws you off.
I just saw a BBL for the first time, like in person, and wow, I'm shocked. Like, in a good way.
Seeing BBLs in real life will always be so fascinating to me. Oh my gosh, that's a BBL. Like, oh my gosh, that's a BBL. That is a real life BBL. Wow.
And BBLs aren't a brand new invention that just dropped last week, but the way people react when they spot one.
And this is the thing. This is what makes it really freaking irritating because I think people have become so excited about spotting one that people have forgotten what real ass look like. Because, like, I told my husband the other day, I'm like, I'm satisfied with the weight that I am right now. I just need to tone because if I get too, like, I don't want to lose too much weight and then my thigh meat leave because my thigh meat is the thing that keep people from being like, is that a BBL? I just look at people like, girl, bye, my thighs grew up together. what are you talking about? But it's exhausting because now women, little booty women who couldn't accept having a little booty, because girl, little booties need love too, and little booties be cute too. Okay, so we're not gonna talk about little booties in here. Little booties is cute, you girl, you cute. I see little booty, you can move something, right? But when we're talking about bodies that look like mine, like women have literally made women with bodies like mine. You've made our bodies like the topic of conversation. Is if we didn't already get enough unfucking warranted attention, now we're getting even more attention because people trying to see, oh, let me stare at her ass super long to see if it's real. Oh, it's real. Your thighs connect. Like, I hate you guys. I do.
Outside of its natural habitat is very telling, because what does that mean? Who decided that? And why does it feel so easy for people to agree on it without even thinking twice?
Seeing a BBL not in its ordinary habitat, like standing in a wild, is truly different.
And within all the talk, the naturally built, no appointment needed bodies are starting to feel that heat too.
I wish I could take my butt off and go to work. You know what I mean? Because like,
oh my God, I wish I could take my ass off and put it in my fucking pocket, put it in my purse. Oh my God, I just said that. I wish take a booty G and put it in your pocket. Never let him see it today. Oh my God.
this is just too much. Like, it just don't feel right. That's why I always got this cardigan. I got so many cardigans. I'll be respectful.
But what?
Oh my God, I literally just said that, and I have not watched this video yet. I do the same thing. I be telling my husband, I said, okay, I'm about to go. Let me make sure I get my thing, get my coat, because I don't want to be causing nobody to stumble today. I don't want to be causing nobody to do nothing on their way, and I don't like the attention. I don't like it. The only one, I mean, don't get me wrong, is women with naturally big butts that's trampy outside too. But most women with big butts, we do not like the attention. I don't want, goddamn, oh my God, I hate it. It's been happening my whole life. My whole life since I was in about the 7th, 8th grade. I've been walking down the street with my cousins, my little cousins, having grown ass men. Damn, you got a fat ass. Like, it's actually really degrading. So just imagine like women like me with my body type, like what we've been going through this whole BBL era. And I was like, oh, fat asses are too much. We always thought it was too much. Shit.
If I told you this conversation really isn't about the body? First, we need to tap into what this type of body has been presented to represent, because once you see it, you'll get a better understanding on why the reactions are so strong. For years, the female body has been picked apart into pieces. And I don't mean that to sound morbid. It's really just to expose how certain features are isolated, emphasized, and made the main attraction, especially for financial gain.
What happens is the woman's body becomes hacked apart, dismembered in ads. So in ad after ad for all kinds of products, just one part of the body is focused upon. And this is, of course, the most dehumanizing thing you can do to somebody. Not only is she a thing, but just one part of that body is focused upon.
Now, there was one space where women could be ogled at, and it really just came with the territory. And that was the era where being eye candy was everything.
Now, real quick, something I want y'all to pay attention to, because I grew up, I'm a 90s baby, right? So, like the people in this video and stuff like Ludacris and all of them, right now, how Amber Rose looks, that was the picture of beauty that I saw. So having a big butt, like all the BBLs women been going to get and stuff, my body was nothing like hers. So having a big butt, I was fat, right? I was either fast or fat, one or the other, either fast or fat, F squared. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it was. So that's why it's like, oh, the women's body's been being picked apart. Like the voluptuous woman's body's been picked apart. Like, I remember reading about this woman that was bound at the time, whose spirit is now free. But they literally would like make museums. Like they literally made like a whole museum off of her body. Like it was like a circus. Like they would come over there just to look at her body. They made a mockery of her body, and that's what it feels like still. Obviously, Lord, not as bad as that, but that's how it's always been. So to be a thicker woman, it's like 1 minute in my childhood, oh, my body's evil, my body's bad, my body's a Jezebel body. Like I've been told that by older Black women, like I have the spirit of Jezebel on me because of the way that my body is shaped, that I need to cover up, my body's dirty. Like I've been told that before. Granted, they got cussed out by my mama, but Black women said that to me before all the time. So just imagine my mental when I get older, and that's the thing that everybody's going after. Because like I said, this is the frame that was most popular when I was younger, and I did not look like this.
Throughout the music video era, we saw several transitions. We were growing as a culture.
In 2000, it became about the vixen.
We were the aesthetic. We were part of the fabric.
She had the curves, but she had the face. She had the attitude.
Women were getting paid like rappers.
I do want to note that at the height of the video girl era, the body was definitely a plus, but it wasn't everything, okay? In the most respectful way. These women were really just expected to be human wallpapers. From all genres of music, women were expected to stand there, look pretty, and occasionally do a little shimmying to make the music video more attractive.
Yep.
15 years old, you're being thrown a check and say, stand next to Lil Wayne. I dare you to say no.
We made the video hot. We helped them sell records.
And you always want to see a pretty chick. You know, that feels like success. You know, that feels like money.
It was almost like a written rule that these women weren't there to take it all the way. Just be pretty, make the artist look like everything revolved around him.
The image of scantily clad women is supposed.
And I just still want y'all to pay attention to this video, because this is the era that I grew up in. You've yet to see a thick woman yet. You haven't seen one yet. None of these women are considered thick.
Supposed to affirm some image of masculinity, the man as the Mac, as this, sexually powerful, virile example of manhood. And the idea is this man is so important and so powerful. And these women, conversely, are so dime a dozen that they don't matter. They're just eye candy. They're worthless.
But then eventually, everything started to revolve around that ad. Well, those curves.
They've gotten to a point where it's just basically just ass and titties on the camera. I don't think I've seen a video in a long time where women aren't shaking their butts. It's like, it's a must.
And instead of just keeping it at those curves, I should probably say that crack, because Nelly, in his prime, set a scene that made it obvious, making it very clear what you were supposed to be looking at and what that look meant.
A controversy surrounding rap artist Nelly led to an emotional meeting at Spelman College tonight. The discussion focused on hip-hop videos and how they portray women.
In the video, Nelly is seen swiping his credit card down a woman's backside.
I was very, very bothered, to say the least, about the video.
With lyrics that read, "It must be your act, 'cause it ain't your face," he completely shifted the narrative that video girls were just supposed to be a pretty face. And eventually, the expectation didn't even need to be said.
When Buffy the Body came out, it started this whole thing with you had to have a big butt.
See, Buffy the Body. Like she just said, Buffy the Body, this is when fat asses started. But technically, if you're from Detroit, if you're from down south, this is not a fat ass. It's not. Huh? I remember I thought that I saw ass until I went to Atlanta for the first time, and I said, Lord, this is some homegrown backyard ass. So this is still not ass. Like this it's a nice butt, but it's still not. Okay.
You cannot come after Buffy the Body and not have a butt her size or bigger.
We didn't just see these figures in the music videos. It seemed like right as the sun went down, beautiful, bootylicious women spawned. They were at the nightclubs, the strip clubs, they were bottle girls, they were arm candy, they were on the corner. Let's be honest, there was a specific build that came with being one of these women.
All the dances are about ass. Too much.
Even though there's no studies to show that the fatter the ass, the more money the guy has. Nonetheless, it doesn't stop them from trying.
I seen girls with perfect bodies, in my opinion, they were like, no. I need to get more ass. I need to pump it up. And I'd be like, oh my God.
And without realizing it, that started to form a mental category in people's minds. Instead of just seeing these bodies, like it or not, they started to associate these bodies with a certain kind of environment. So now that I painted that picture for you, you can imagine what happened when women outside of that environment started to desire the bodies that normally came with it.
I think music video changed the booty era.
When you look at music historically, there's always been songs that have celebrated more curvaceous figures.
There are certain actors and actresses in the media that are role models, and people want to look like their role model.
With the Nicki Minaj's and the K. Michelle's, you're seeing like this super exaggerated version of the big butt.
Everybody thinks they have to have a big butt to get.
And see, this is the thing. So again, it started with a whole bunch of shame, and we've now went from shame to bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is the phase where I'm looking like, oh my God, what in the hell is going on? But one thing, this is going to be an unpopular opinion. One thing that drives me completely and totally insane is women being like, oh, well, men had us do this. Well, we only did this because men told us to, or because men had this preference, or men really like this. I did hair in Las Vegas, Nevada for over a decade. Las Vegas, Nevada is known for its strip clubs. It's known for its nightlife. I had so many strippers and prostitutes as clients. And I think out of all of the prostitutes that I had, women of the night that I had, out of all of the ladies of the night, that I had, I want to say maybe 2 of them had pimps. Maybe 2. The rest of them were independent. There was not one man controlling anything that they did. The other dancers, like I had so many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dancers. A man didn't have nothing to do with any of the things that they were doing. And they were getting BBLs like nobody's freaking business. And it was to compete with the other girls that were in the club so they could make more money, period. So people could say whatever they want to say, like, oh, it was social media, and oh, it was men. No, it wasn't. Just like what women do with hair, just like what we talked about in the lace front video and with the lash video, women did this to compete with other women in the strip club. Period. And yes, of course, there are cases where women sometimes have weaker minds and they do things to please men. There are cases like that. Of course, there are exceptions to the rules, but the majority of these women did it because they wanted to. And the majority of that men was like, baby, you don't need it. Girl.
I've discussed the rise in plastic surgery many, many times, so we don't have to go too in depth with that. But we all know how deep it goes. With these surgeries becoming more accessible, celebrities and influencers getting them, social media flooded with them, people advocating and promoting them.
Get the cosmetic procedure. Get the BBL, get the lipo, get the filler, get the facial balancing, get the PRP. I don't care what it is, get the cosmetic procedure.
And the thing is, and I'm going to keep pausing there. I'll leave her full video in the description box below. The thing is, everybody literally thinks that most of these women was just doing it like, oh, because I got it. No, there is a plastic surgeon in Turkey who contacts a bunch of social media influencers. I've been contacted by them multiple times and turned it down. But let's say you don't like your body, and then somebody hits you up and say, hey, I will pay for your flight and everything. You just got to make it down here. You got to let us film the whole process. Most of y'all would do it. And that's exactly what most of these girls were doing. And then they did it. And because it's monkey see, monkey do, everybody ran up right behind it.
Down a whole rabbit hole on these BBLs, right? I look at the befores and afters. Let these girls get a BBL. I'm not even trying to be funny or nothing right now. But when I see the before videos, I'm like, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. I'm glad you got that BBL.
It seemed like everywhere you looked, online at least, everyone had something done.
Hey y'all, come with me to get a BBL at 19. It is surgery day.
I'm finished. But why are 18, 19-year-olds out here getting BBLs?
There are still just too many people out here getting BBLs for this to have been the last we will ever see of it.
So we both see how normalized and popular BBLs are, right? So if I see it and you see it, why does it still give wrong place, wrong time?
BBLs don't really look good in the natural setting, like in real life, you know what I mean? Like they don't really match the energy of the world, like on a regular day basis. Anything professional with a BBL, it doesn't really look good, you know what I mean? It looks...
The thing is, the reason that it don't match a professional setting, most of the time, if you see, the easiest way to spot somebody who got a BBL is to look for somebody that got their ass out. Now, it's girls with naturally fat butts that got their butt out all the time, too. But you want to find somebody that got a BBL, look at them. They're going to have their butt cheeks out for no reason. Why? Because they spent a lot of money and went through a lot of pain to get that ass. So you gonna look at it. Oh, you gonna look at this ass.
Like it's not supposed to be there.
Now we have social media reacting to these real life spottings of BBLs outside of their natural habitat in the wild. And people are seriously treating the women that have them like animals spotted outside of their cage.
A BBL and walking is crazy work.
Ooh, Lord.
This shit about a constant.
You can see it from across the street.
Craziest BBL. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a video, but I'm gonna try.
And you can imagine what happens when family-friendly spaces are added to the mix too. If people feel uncomfortable seeing BBLs at a gas station, seeing them around their children creates an even bigger conversation.
But y'all don't see how weird and strange it is to have in a schoolhouse. Why do they have BBL teachers? I don't give a f. Y'all be like, oh, y'all judging these women? Yes, because why the f you gonna get a BBL, a fat, juicy ass standing in front of these kids?
I am not in support of people.
So this is the part that's bullshit, right? Because I could never be a teacher. Because of BBLs, I could never be a teacher. You know why? It don't matter what I put on. Even in my husband's pants. I could put on my husband's pants. Me and my husband are not the same size. He's a whole man and I'm 5 foot even. I could put on my husband's pants and my ass is still going to be out there. You're still going to be able to see it. I cannot hide it. Like my mom and my husband laugh at me all the time when I put like a shirt or something around my waist. My mom like, you just putting a curtain on it. My husband's like, yeah, babe, it's poking out. You making it worse. So fat ass is not new. Like I remember being in school, Miss April. I'll never forget Miss April. Miss April had that thing on her, but nobody was tripping on it. But now, if you see a hippie woman or a woman with a bigger bottom, it's nothing she could do about it. Even with the most professional uniform, I could have on the same exact outfit as a woman that's, let's say, like a size 2, same outfit, but it come in a size 2, and then mine comes in a size 8. and when I or 9, it depends on what we're wearing. So let's say 8, 9, then mine is gonna look, oh, that's so inappropriate. But it was the same store, the same rack, just a different size. But again, nobody was paying that. I mean, everybody was paying attention to ass, but it was like a normal thing. But women have made my body type like, oh, look, oh my God, there's an ass. Let me stare at it to see if it's real or not. I hate you guys.
Filming, going up to, bullying people who obviously have these obvious figures.
Go ahead, say it again. Say it again.
But if y'all don't know what's happening in that video, basically them kids that you see in that video was walking behind a lady who has a BBL that they didn't feel was right. And they was just saying, these BBLs killing y'all. And she overheard them. So she decided to start recording them and asking them to repeat what they said. And was basically saying it's crazy because it's the young generation. It's even the kids that are being disrespectful towards people with their bodies done that are not appealing.
Just because somebody looks peculiar to you doesn't give you free range to lose your manners. But BBL slander is at an all-time high.
And this is the thing. The most disgusting thing about our society today is people will gas you to hell up. Like the women who have BBLs, I remember when BBLs first became a thing, like when I tell y'all gassed them up something so terrible. Something so terrible. And now today in 2025, it's like, oh my God, y'all look ridiculous. Like this is horrible. Y'all look so bad. Oh my God, this is so bad. But when they were first getting them done, y'all was like, yes. Like the thighs never matched. They never matched. But now in 2026, everybody's noticing that the thighs didn't match. Why wasn't everybody saying this when the first couple of girls got the BBLs? But when the first couple of girls got the BBLs, nobody was saying anything. That's why they kept doing them, because they thought they looked good. So now that half of America got a BBL, now all of a sudden everybody notices that the thighs don't match. They've never matched. They've never matched, guys.
Because when people see them in person, they feel out of place. And honestly, I don't even think people realize what they're feeling at first. It may just come across as bizarre before anything else because you've seen it before, just not here.
I work with nurses who have had BBLs and they walk around all day long, just all in Meemaw's and Papa's face. Knocking over the medication with the ass. Can't wrap up no bandages because they all wrapped up. It'd just be a mess. Why are you in here with all that?
When something familiar shows up in an unfamiliar space, it throws a lot of people off. And people are starting to pick up on something else that they can't quite seem to put their finger on.
I feel like BBLs should only be for clubs. It's such a life-altering experience when you see a BBL casually in like Target. Like, oh, mamas, what are you doing here? You should be at this section with the bottle. I don't know. It's just like
BBLs should only be like for the club aesthetic, right? Because I just feel like a BBL at 8 a.m. that's just too early.
Remember earlier?
Like I said, remember earlier when I said that BBL culture has literally made a mockery out of my natural body shape, because unless their thighs don't match, what you're saying is, unless the people who saying BBLs is for in the club when it's dark and you can't see that the thighs don't match, then I get it. But if we're just talking about fat ass altogether, I'm sorry. My fat ass does not have a stopwatch. I can't control it. Whether it's 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, it doesn't matter. Like, and it's my reality on a regular basis. Me and my husband talk about it all the time. This world is it's not made for big booty women, huh? Naturally big booty women. All the toilet seats in America are made for little bootied women, okay?
how many of you have the problem with your whole entire ass not fitting on the toilet seat? And it has nothing to do with the BBL. So the disrespect. Oh.
When I said, and without realizing it, that started to form a mental category in people's minds. Well, today, those mental categories aren't staying in their minds. People are boldly coming online and saying this.
Don't shoot the messenger, but we can't tell regular women from sex workers anymore.
Wow.
We can't tell. We can't tell hookers, strippers, escorts, whatever you want to call sex workers. We can't tell sex workers from good, wholesome, regular women anymore.
Okay, let's just sit for a second because this is probably one of the hottest hot takes I have ever heard, because now the conversation is looking a little different. Now people are assigning a role to that body. This has moved from you should only be seen in nightlife spaces to if you have it, you should be using it.
You know what I don't understand? You know what I don't understand? Like when I say this video is triggering me, that is exactly what I mean. Because now the thing that I've been told since I was a little girl when my body first started developing, now this is the thing that everybody just gonna put on all big booty women. So now you got a fat ass, all of a sudden you shouldn't be outside in the daytime. We gotta stay in the fucking house. You got a big booty, you are disrupting the environment. Automatically you got a big butt, and it's like, whoa, I can't tell the difference between you and a hoe all over again. This is literally my childhood all over again. And the women who did it, who started the shit, they going and getting their booty pulled out. Like Cardi B, when she get off tour, she going to get her booty implants pulled out. K Michelle, everybody who started the shit, they all getting their ass removed. And now the women with the real ass, like me, we're getting mixed in and judged with all of the fake buildup. But like y'all, I hate you guys. Not you. And when I say that, I don't mean the people listening. I'm talking about the BBL people.
Get this big ass BBL and don't want to twerk. Throw that shit. You at a party. Twerk that butt off that back. I want to see some move.
Here's where the conversation gets a little more uncomfortable, because now it's people turning those assumptions into expectations. They assign where the body should.
Hold on, I'm about to try to find it. I found a picture of her. Hold on, I will get back to the video. This is just one of many. Her name was Sarah Batman. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't think that I am, but I'll try to find more pictures. But it's freaking disgusting. Like, and there are plenty more like pictures of her, but they literally, like, this is one that's like showing it's basically like a article, right? And this article is basically promoting the day that they're gonna have her there, and this day they're going to be putting her butt on display, and she's just one of many. Just one of many. So for another black woman to get up like, shake something. Hold on, let's see if we got more. As another black woman, how disgusting of you is that to say? And I remember when I first read her story, right? When I first read her story, it just hurt me so bad. Like, this story, it hurt. Her name's Sarah, and I think Bartman is how you say her last name, but this is who she was, and they literally put her body on display because she had what people view now in 2025 as a fat ass. So for you as a black woman to be like, oh, I see you in the club with a fat ass, do something, shake something, why you just standing there? Shake something. It is so disgusting. It's just disgusting.
Get this big ass BBL and don't want to twerk. Throw that shit. You at a party. Twerk that butt off that back. I want to see some move.
Here's where the conversation gets a little more uncomfortable because now it's people turning those assumptions into expectations. They assign where the body should be seen, they assign what the body should be doing, and if you connect the dots, you'll quickly learn that the assignment doesn't just stop at twerking.
If you got a BBL and you ain't tricking, you stupid. That's what BBL's for. If you got a BBL and you don't have OnlyFans and you ain't dancing and you ain't fucking in a car, you stupid.
BBLs is for tricking. I don't think y'all know that. BBLs ain't for you go sit back on your job. You go get them BBLs and you ain't doing what you're supposed to do with them.
And I'm really
like, do you realize what you're saying? You're saying if you got a fat ass, it's meant for like when I say this video is triggering your girl, that's the type of shit that older Black women used to say to me. But what they would do, they would just automatically look at me and make the assumption, oh, your body shape like that, so you got this. It's to the point where my husband has had to go off on my family. Like, I've been with my husband since I was 19. But my family set a reputation for her. Oh, she's fast. Oh, she fast. She hot in the pants. Nobody ever met a boyfriend. Nobody ever saw me around boys. But because my butt was big, because no matter what I put on, like my mom could buy me the biggest pair of pants, it was going to look tight around my butt. But like it will always be like, oh, baby Stan always got those tight ass pants on, or she always got those tight pants on. My pants were not tight on purpose. There was literally nothing I could do. Even now to this day, on my mama's side of the family, I'm the only one. Well, me and my mom are the only ones like with really, really big butts. We're the only ones. To the point where it's like a topic of conversation when I'm around. Like one of my aunties, and this don't bother me, like I'm grown now, she'll be like, oh girl, that ass, Jesus Christ, where you get all that ass from? Like it's a topic of conversation. So it's so disgusting to see, because I can guarantee you all of the women who are saying these things like, oh, twerk some, pop that ass, they got baby cakes, because only baby cakes would say something like that. Like, ugh.
Shocked that people are boldly coming online and saying this, but are we really confused on how they got there?
If you're going to get a BBL or a breast job or both, make sure it relates to the type of work that you're about to do. I'm walking into establishments. I'm supposed to be buying a product. Now I want you, because you in here looking like a damn video vixen.
Because when we trace it back, this didn't just appear out of thin air. This is coming from years of people seeing this exact body type in very specific context. So now when that same look shows up in everyday life, people don't separate the body from what.
And I love her, but I just really want y'all to think about something. My body type, BBL body type, was never the one celebrated on TV. Every video, go look in videos now. No, like back then, girls with bodies like mine, we were fat. One of my husband's cousins, right? I let him know, now you got titties. Every time I see him, I let him know. Well, I don't see him that much, but anytime I talk to him, anytime his name come up, I be like, oh, that's why you got titties now, because he fat. But I remember when he first met me, when me and my husband first got together, his now ex-wife is as skinny as my pinky finger. Right. So they were like, when he had a problem with my husband and him and my husband would be going back and forth. Well, not back and forth, but the one time him and my husband had a little issue, he was like, oh, your wife's fat. That's why she's fat. Like your wife's fat. Like that would be the first thing that people say. So it's literally complete and total insanity. Like this is crazy to me.
They've been taught it represents.
BBLs will never give classy. They will never give classy, especially not the ones that the girls are buying. BBLs will always give, I sell it for a living. Like, okay, some girls get away with the skinny BBLs. When I'm specifically I'm talking about the girls with the thighs, those big, gigantic ghetto booties. They will never, ever give classy.
When you have this look, the curve, the body, it may subconsciously tell people something you may or may not be trying to say.
There is this stereotype with people that get BBLs and say, oh, you're getting BBLs because you're a prostitute. Oh, you're getting BBLs because you're this. Or you're getting BBLs because you want men. That is not True.
And it turns into this idea that once you have that look, people feel like they already know something about you before you even speak.
If I'm looking for somebody that is going to be the mainstay, it's probably not going to be a woman with a BBL. Because I know that's mental illness to let somebody crack your ass open, put some Air Jordan up in there, and sew it back up. That is not a mentally stable woman with BBL.
I'm sorry, but I don't really want to hear too much stuff that this nigga here got to say. But
BBL's crazy than mother. But you can them all day long. I like looking at BBL when they wash up in the sink.
And it's a stigma a lot of women don't want tied to them. A lot of them just want to look good for themselves. And I respect that. But we live in a society that doesn't always respect that. So now, not only is the internet telling you that if you have the body, you shouldn't engage with society, you shouldn't step out into the world until the sun goes down, but they're also saying that your body should be your entire lifestyle.
Why would you get a life-threatening surgery to then go work a minimum wage job? A BBL is supposed to be an investment in your looks. And that investment is supposed to get you higher in the social hierarchy and into better paying jobs.
so my question is, because I've had a big butt my whole life. I'm just trying to figure out, where the fuck are the places where y'all signing up where they give you a job faster because you got a fat ass? Because I've never heard of the places. I've never heard of them. Do somebody know? Leave it in the comments, because I've never heard of no shit like that before in my life. I'm trying to figure out where you go and you turn around and be like, see my booty bigger, can I get a raise? Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? This is... From now on, I love y'all. Whoever sent this video to me, I love you, but please don't send me no more booty videos. This is triggering for your girl. Ooh, girl. Ooh, like, I'm ashamed to say this, but I remember when I was probably in 8th grade. I was in 9th grade. No, 8th grade. Because it was the summer before. Okay, so I was in 8th grade, and I remember going home and getting the ace bandage and wrapping my butt. I wrapped my butt in the ace bandage, trying to like make my butt flatter. Like, I hated my body so much. Like, oh my God, like, I literally felt like I was cursed with a curvy body. So to see and hear this type of shit and be like, oh, well, you can get a better job. You can get, like, humans are disgusting. I hate you guys. Not you guys, but okay.
Now, to some women, a BBL can be a surgery that can completely upgrade their self-esteem, maybe put a band-aid over insecurities. But there's another layer to this that a lot of people don't realize. If you're upgrading your self-esteem, okay, just like how that booty got a lift, your environment, access, who you hang around, just your lifestyle in general, it seems needs to get a lift too.
In my head, if you have a BBL, that means that your life is paid for. I don't know why this whole time I've been under the assumption that if you go put yourself on the table knowing that you could possibly, that most of them, then whenever you wake up and you heal after 3 months, shouldn't you be rich now?
I thought a BBL was gonna...
Are y'all special? Like, I am thoroughly convinced that I'm on the wrong planet. When in the history, unless your goal in life is to be a whore, and then wait a minute, time out. Like, are we not remembering Drea? My wholeness got deleted. I deleted my wholeness. Do y'all not remember that? Or all of the other women, all of the chicks from Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives, all of the shit. Like, what are you talking about? Why are we acting like, oh, you got a big butt, that means you automatically got to be a hoe? This is literally my childhood again. Y'all are all retarded. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say that word.
Changed my life. When I was selling clothing, I wanted to make sure that when I was modeling these clothes, I looked how I wanted to look in them. People are trying to emphasize like, oh, why would you think that unless you're in nightlife or you thought a man was gonna, scoop you up, baby? It's never been a better man. In my mind, I was thinking that, body looks correct. more money for me and my business.
Now, that whole idea only works if you assume that having this body is sending a certain message, because it's not always doing that. The body alone is being taken as a signal, and that can get dangerous.
Imagine paying to overly sexualize yourself just to get offended when you get overly sexualized. I'm not gonna lie, that's exactly what these BBLs is doing to y'all. Y'all literally just asking for it at this point. And to get offended that a man want to come up and talk to you knowing that your ass is sitting out abnormally from any other.
I'm glad this video is almost over, because do you know the amount of men that I've had to okay, no, leave me alone, I'm not interested, they just automatically make an assumption. Oh yeah, oh, she about that action, look at that ass. Y'all are freaking disgusting in real life. And again, like I said, I have so many stories. I don't even, maybe we could do part 2. Let me know in the comments. Just put part 2 in the comments if you want to hear some of those stories. But I have more stories that I can count. And the fact that people are linking your level, promiscuity to the way that a woman's body is shaped is disgusting, because at the end of the day, it's just all about what you're attracted to. You can't help but to look at a body like mine and be like, oh my God, damn. That doesn't mean that that's what I want you to do. I can't help the way that I was born. I have no control over the way that my body looks. And it's absolutely disgusting. It's a disgusting conversation. It's a disgusting take to just magically assume that every woman that is thicker automatically is doing it because I want male attention, or I'm doing it because I'm a whore, or that because God blessed me with this body that I should pass my body around to strangers. It's actually disgusting. And I thank God every day for my husband, because I literally don't know how I would be surviving in this era with the body that I live in.
The woman is kind of crazy. It's kind of mental, actually. You know what you're doing at the end of the day. You're not stupid. So you can't be mad at the attention that you're getting and that you're attracting. You asked for it.
My thing is, how can you come to this conclusion?
Do you know, and I'm pretty sure she's going to say something else like that. Do you know how many times I've had ignorant ass men say stuff like that to me? I remember it's a dude, his first name is Brandon. I'm not going to say his last name because I don't want you to search it, but his front tooth in the front, it's not real. It got knocked out by me because he decided that he was going to tackle me and get on top of me and grab my butt with both of his, it almost went really bad. And I was able to I elbowed him, and the way that he was on me on my back, I elbowed him upward where his face was, because he was trying to kiss me on my neck, and knocked his tooth out. And he got off from on top of me. And I remember whenever one of my male best friends, Josh, had came over there to break it up and punch the dude, he was like, oh, well, she was asking for it. Look at the pants she wore today. She was asking for it. And I had on, we wore freaking uniforms. I had on the same pants that every other little girl had. The only thing is mine was in a bigger size than the other little girls. And I can't help how the fabric fits around my body. There's literally nothing I could do. And my pants were not too tight. I could fit them. But I deserved that because of the way that my body was shaped.
For the women who surgically look like this, because it's starting to sound like you're saying any woman who's built like this is just asking for it. And
it's kind of mental, actually. You know what you're doing at the end of the day. You're not stupid. So you can't be mad at the attention that you're getting and that you're attracting. You asked for it.
My thing is, how can you come to this conclusion for the women who surgically look like this? Because it's starting to sound like you're saying any woman who's built like this is just asking for it. And I don't like that. It's such a tricky topic that I'm quite literally walking on eggshells about, because in theory, it makes sense why people associate and tie these type of bodies into that nightlife lifestyle. But then it's like, now you're basically saying that the women that have these bodies need to trick themselves out or be streetwalkers because of their bodies. And then what about the women who naturally have that body? Are we going to start calling them natural born strippers?
So can we talk about how embarrassing it is to have a fat ass? Like, everyone wants one, stuff like that, and everybody loves one and wants to look at one, blah, blah, blah. But that's the point. I feel her there, and I know everybody, I can feel the eyes.
Because if we're saying that a body like this automatically comes with a certain lifestyle, then what does that mean for the women who didn't choose that lifestyle?
I'm trying to go to church, booty just big as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at a formal event, booty just big as hell. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's just not.
And nigga, it's literally nothing we could do about it. I know I'm loud, but we've tried. Do you think we want that attention? Like, my nigga, I'm trying to go to the store. Like, she trying to go to church. She not trying it. And she get up, she feeling the spirit. She can't control how that motherfucker moving. She can't control it. We literally can't do nothing about it. Literally can't do nothing about it. Now, since we can't do nothing about it, go sell it.
Not formal. It's all fun and games till you actually think. Like, you got motherfuckers that know you as just having a fat ass. Hello, I do hair too. You know what I'm saying? I do good in school.
So now you have women who naturally look like this being placed into the same category, whether they asked for it or not. And that puts a different kind of pressure on women who didn't opt for this, but they're still being read the same way.
It's so annoying to walk around and everybody asking you, do you have a BBL? Just because they feel like your natural booty don't fit your body. It's so annoying when you're trying to give like a classy look and your booty is so much bigger than your everything that it takes the attention away from what you're trying to give. I don't want everybody looking at me. I don't want everybody looking at what's behind me.
And with this body being so desired and wanted,
like, I hate it. Oh my God. Sometimes like me and my husband, one time we was having this conversation. He was like, babe, like we asked each other like, oh, if you had one superpower, what would it be? And he said his. And for mine, I was like, to make my ass flat when I go outside. Like, if I could just be like, see, I'm flat. Like, oh my God. Like, oh my God, a flat ass wand. Oh my God.
Wanted online, I will say I feel like the BBL gets an equal amount of love and hate, but it's one of the most loved, not to mention dangerous, but most loved surgeries out there. But in everyday life, it's recorded, questioned, and picked apart.
So for me in this, again, this video was extremely triggering for your girl. I blame the BBL girls. Why? Because you went overboard. You didn't get them to put some of that fat in your thighs. Because listen, if you would blend with the women who look like me, then maybe I wouldn't care. Yes, I would. Because then they were, yes, I would. Never mind. Y'all could have kept it just like it was. Because then if y'all would blend with us, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. But I feel the same exact way. The only difference is because I'm married and because my husband is with me wherever I go, ain't nobody asking me if my ass is real with my husband with me. Like, it's just not a thing. It's not happening. But I want to say the same thing that she said. We'll have part 2 of this conversation, but let me know in the comments what you think, because I believe that women who had BBLs have made women like me's lives 10 times more difficult than they were actually supposed to be. Seriously, because there's no reason why anybody should be saying like, oh yeah, if you're a black woman, then and you got all that ass, you know damn well if you got all that ass, you should be shaking it.